What's up? So today we're going to go over the process of requesting a payout at Topstep. And for me to best show you this, I'm going to request a payout of my own. So today I'm going to be requesting a payout of $2,100 from Topstep. I'm going to show you exactly how to request that payout, and I'm also just going to explain the whole process of how this works. So let's get right into it. So before you go in there and actually request that payout, you need to double check that you're meeting all the criteria to actually receive that payout. So the first thing is you need to double check that you're going to have 5 winning days of $200 or more. And let's say you've already taken one payout in this account previously, you need to have 5 winning days greater than 200 from that previous date of payout. So in between each payout, you're going to need 5 days of $200 or more. And when you're requesting a payout, you cannot request more than 50% of the account balance. So on this account, I'm going to request a payout from, I'm up roughly, I think, a little over $4,200. So I cannot request more than $2,100 because that's 50% of what I have total in the account. And no payout request can be more than $5,000, and it cannot be more than 50% of the account balance. Besides that, as long as you're following the scaling plan, there's nothing else you really need to worry about in a Topstep Express funded account. Obviously, you can't get paid from a combine, so you can only request payouts on Express funded accounts, but I'm going to show you in the dashboard how you can actually request that payout now. So I have the trade report pulled up right here, and if let's say it's your first payout and you're wondering if you have those 5 winning days of $200 or more, you can easily just check that right here. It'll show you how many winning days of $200 or more that you actually have, and you can easily check that you're following the other objectives right here, such as like the daily loss limit, the maximum loss limit of not going below $0, following the scaling plan. So I've met all those, and I've reached a balance that'll actually allow me to take a payout. So you're going to hit like your name in the top right, and one of the options is payout request. So you're going to hit payout request, then you're going to give it a second to load. And also, if this is your first payout request, there's a certain form you have to fill out. I'll show you where it is in 1 second, but for every subsequent payout request after that, like initial payout request, you don't have to fill out that form. So I'm going to continue with Wise. So it pulls up all your information here. So I'm going to enter the email address for my Wise account. And then if you had multiple accounts that you could take a payout from, it would have them on the drop down, so you could select the other one, but I only have this one account that I can actually take a payout from right now. So when you put the amount you want to be paid out right there, so I'll do exactly almost half. I want this in US dollars, and they just want you to confirm that you have 5 winning days of $200 or more. It does not exceed 50% of the current account balance, and that right there is that form I was talking about. If it's your first payout, you want to click that form and upload the W-9 just for like tax information. And then they just want you to acknowledge that going forward, your account balance cannot go below 0. The funds have to be transferred out of your account before you actually get paid out. And then you have to acknowledge that you do not have any current chargebacks and you do not plan on doing any chargebacks in the future. So it's under my face, you can't really see it, but there's a submit button right there that I'm going to click. Move my face so you can see. So then you just click that submit button, and then it says great work. We've sent a confirmation email, so I'm going to put that email up on the screen right here, but that was it. That was how you request your payout. So now I'm just going to wrap up this video. So that right there was the full process of requesting a payout at Topstep. And when you are requesting a payout at Topstep, one thing that you want to keep in mind is you want to request a good amount to withdraw. So what I mean by a good amount is you want to find a good balance between taking out enough to where you're actually paying yourself as a trader and you're not leaving too much in the account. But at the same time, you don't want to leave so little in the account that after this payout's processed, that you don't have much drawdown. So let's say if you lose a couple trades back to back, the account's just going to be blown. You don't want to put yourself in a bad position after that payout's processed. So just think, what's a good amount that I could take off this account to pay myself without putting myself in a really bad position once this payout's actually processed. So I've requested that payout. It doesn't mean the money's going to hit my bank account today. So I'm going to put on screen when the money actually hits my account on Wise. So I'll show you that right now. But if you watch this video all the way through, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd really appreciate it. If you could give a like, put a comment down below, and just subscribe. Have a great day.